Some people come and ask me, how do we get motivated to do something? And I just say, you don't need to get motivated, you just need to get disciplined. Hello friends, welcome to the second episode of Champs Makes Podcast. Well, today we're going to talk about motivation and self-discipline. Well, this podcast will be broken into 3 points. The first one is, does motivation really exist? The second one is some good experience with self-discipline. And the third point is some solutions and my personal tips for a better self-disciplined person. So friends, if you want to get something done, like writing an article, making a podcast, starting a project, a software, or simply studying, there are 2 basic ways to get yourself to do it. The first one is more popular and devastatingly wrong option is to try to motivate yourself and to try to convince yourself that it's positive, it is a good thing and it is a positive thing. The second one, somewhat unpopular and entirely correct choice, is to cultivate discipline. So, as we always do, we go to the definition. So motivation is a reason or the reasons for acting or behaving in a particular way. So when we talk about motivation, we really think about that positive push that gets you to do things done, the positive vibe, the positive feeling. I don't know, it's somehow related to some happiness when you start it. But in reality, that is just the feeling of the starting. But does it really exist? Does it really help you realize things? Does it really help you get things done? So for me, and for all the pro self-discipline people, motivation is just a myth. But why? So, coming from a point that a friend from Paths Public Speaking is called Hassan Burkan once said, success is mainly 2 things, or being successful in an activity is based on 2 main things, the commitment and the consistency. So the commitment is the first thing that you set. You say, all right, I'm going to start podcasting, I'm going to write a book, I'm going to write an article. And it's just the first thing that you set yourself and you set your mind to make it. And the consistency is the action that you take on a daily basis to achieve that goal. But it does not pay off. What pays off is hard work and discipline. So why motivation is not good? Because simply it goes. The second thing is that motivation gets affected by emotions. So sometimes we just don't feel we are not happy about ourselves, so motivation goes down. And when we are happy, motivation goes up. So motivation is not a stable thing. So when we are emotionally stable, we are good, we can study, we can be somehow productive. But when we are not happy, motivation is not there, and that is the real bad thing. However, for discipline, it does not care about your emotions. So before going to discipline, or self-discipline is better, because discipline, it has a sort of communist military sense. So self-discipline, according to Google, is the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. So you see here that the weakness here is trying to convince yourself or trying to motivate yourself or lying to yourself that you're happy about that thing and you're going to do it, but you're not going to do it later. You're just going to go in a procrastination loop and you're not going to work for that. So self-discipline comes here and tells you that we're not a joke here. We're not going to procrastinate the work. Discipline or self-discipline is waking up in the morning for a purpose and leaving the bed, not because you're just leaving the bed, because you have something to accomplish, because you have a test to do, you have something to write, something to do. So self-discipline is really important. And then the thing that self-discipline gets us to do, unlike motivation, is that we do things regardless on how we feel. So in motivation, when we rely on motivation, we just wait until we feel like things to do them. So, right, I don't feel like doing mathematics today, I'm not going to do maths. I don't feel like revising, I don't want to watch Netflix, so I'm not going to revise. So this is so childish And Ali Abdal, in one of his articles, says we're not 3 or 4 year old children to act that way. Okay, I don't feel like playing football. I don't play football. I don't feel like practicing sport today. I'm not gonna practice sport today. And it's just so childish and infantile. It's an infantile desire. And we would rather, as adult students, if we want to accomplish things, think logically and rationally. So for some good experience with me, I would mention my final year in high school, the baccalaureate exam. I think the discipline made me succeed in that exam and have a grade good enough to choose the branch I want in university. So I used to study in revision time, of course. I used to study every day at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. So I've set a goal to study at 6 p.m. So when it's time, I just wake up, go to desk, and start working. No matter what is my state, I should go and study, and regardless of all my emotional state, my physical state, I just need to get on the desk, on my chair, in front of the wall, and start working. And this really helps, and you will see the result later. And you should not understand it from a punishing point of view. You're not punishing yourself. You're just making yourself educated, I would say, so you can achieve goals that you want to get on a long term. You can just notice the things that you do regularly with a self-disciplined schedule, you do better at them. So if you're practicing sport, you're going to achieve more breakthroughs if you practice regularly sports. If you do science, you can make it. If you make YouTube, you're going to find that the most successful YouTubers are those who post videos regularly, and all that due to discipline. So they just don't stick around and just wait until they feel like making a video, so they make a video. They have a plan, they plan everything, and they have the will to do it, and they do it. So the third thing that I want to share here is the solution to get yourself more disciplined. So first things first, waking up in the morning. You should really think about this. Waking up in the morning is a really important step. So if you just wake after 8, 9 a.m., you can just say that your day is screwed. I mean, you could save it. I'm not ruining your days, but you should really think on a productive day, you should wake before 8, wake before 7. But in Ramadan, you can just wake before 9 or before 9 a.m. And second thing is making a checklist. Whatever the form is, whether it's a to-do list, a week checklist, a daily checklist. I prefer the daily checklist. They're really good, so you can keep track of your tasks. And the plans. I really recommend you to make a week plan and a month plan. So the week plan can be a plan if you want to. I do that in exams period, where you have to schedule all of your revising days, and like day per day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you mention what you're going to do in each one of those days. Or you go for a week to-do list. Yeah, as simple as that. You just need to set some goals that you need to get done before the end of the week. I don't know, maybe making 2-3 podcasts, reading 50 pages of my book, and that sort of thing. And the third one is make a month plan. And this one is more important than the one before. So the week plan is just in periods when you are under pressure, but the month plan is more important, so you can keep track of the whole situation, like the higher perspective of things, and you can really understand where you are, and this can keep you self-disciplined, so you just don't lose the track of days, and you say, okay, and especially in this quarantine, we're just losing days, what day it is, and it's really important to know where you are. The fourth thing is making deadlines. We can see that the most successful things that we see nowadays, whether projects or any sort of achievement, are with deadlines. Alright, so I guess that these are all what we have. And another thing, we talk a lot about discipline, and we just forget that we should also have fun. So if you have fun, just make a time for it, and you deserve it, and you should have fun. Like in a week, you can have a break of 1 day, 2 days for you to have fun, just rest, chill, do nothing. That can really refresh your mind and your body for that week. So I remember I used to take Thursday nights when I used to prepare for my baccalaureate exam or the final exam in high school. I used to take the Thursday afternoon just to chill, watch a movie, chill on YouTube, watch a lot of videos, eat whatever I want, like just having fun, and that really helps. So when you wake up Friday morning, I used to have extra classes, so I go fully motivated and fully committed to start a week. So just before going, just understand that motivation does not exist, or it is just a myth. We should get ourselves self-disciplined. We should work for projects. We should work with deadlines, have checklists, and make a week or a month plan. So thank you for listening. And I was just thinking, we talked a lot about motivation and self-discipline. I think instead of when you apply to a job, you use a motivation letter. They just need to use a self-discipline letter. Thank you. See you soon.